Hello, I am Julian Carranza, followed on with
I'm Eli Steyer.
And I'm Lucas Bash.
And we are with PTI today. Our debate is, will Victor Wembanyama fit? Will he be a bust?
I'd like to speak on that. I think Victor Wembanyama will be a very big bust, considering first, we've already seen players like him, tall, very skinny, can shoot the ball, can defend off oppositions. Kristaps Porzingis, Bull. They haven't had the best careers. Kristaps Porzingis had a great career until he got a huge injury, and he has not been able to bounce back since then. And Bull, who I think is a very similar player to Victor Wembanyama, was drafted late in the second round. I think he can be a good player, but has just not got an opportunity on any team to be a player that in the same opportunity that Victor Wembanyama's got. I just don't see the talent. I think with all this hype on him, like we saw that with Zion Williamson back in 2019, he never lived up to it. He's been somewhat of a disappointment in his career. And I just think, other than LeBron James back in 2003, anyone with that amount of hype saying he's the same, just as good of a prospect as LeBron James, they've never lived up to it. And I think it's going to be the same thing with Victor Wembanyama.
And what are your thoughts?
And I think the exact opposite of that. I think Victor Wembanyama will be a great player. And here are some reasons why. First of all, because of Kristaps and all those tall, skinny guys, Victor Wembanyama has had special training just to make sure that doesn't happen to him. And also, he's done the special training so he won't get injured. They know how to contain his body now. Also, I think that there's been players like Giannis who also was really skinny and then bulked up. So I think Victor Wembanyama will learn to do that and gain some weight and muscle. So that's my
I have a question. What kind of special training are you talking about? Is there some secret that they don't get injured? I'd like to know about
he's
that.
been doing specialized drills that have been containing his body.
Like what?
I don't know. But he has been. It's been reported that there's been drills that he's been doing. So
is there weight training? Because I've not seen him gain. I know it takes a while, but I've not seen him gain any weight, got any stronger. We saw him in the summer league. Yes, there's been some players that have done bad in the summer league and have played great. There's also been some players that have played great in the summer league and have not lived up to that in the real NBA season. But I just saw, we know against the NBA, even in the summer league, is a lot quicker than in college or where he was in France. It's just a faster game up and down the court, and the guys are bigger, they're stronger, and he couldn't really produce there. So I just think, yes, as I said, there's been players who have not played well in the summer league and played great in the league, but I just don't think he's going to be one of those players.
Do you have any more
questions
or thoughts on
he
it?
did produce in the summer league. He had one bad game, and then the rest was all very good games.
Were they games that have lived up to his type being the best prospect since LeBron James? Was it those type of games?
Some of them were.
I don't think they were.
Well, I don't think you watched
I don't
the
think he
summer
knows
league.
his research.
I don't think you watched the summer league. Okay.
I think I did. I actually watched the games.
And our second debate is, will Chris Paul fit with the Warriors this upcoming season, 2023 through 2024?
I would like to speak on that. I think Chris Paul will fit in great with the Warriors. He will. I think also it will help enable Steph Curry to have one of the best seasons of his career. Yes, he is aging, but Chris Paul, being the amazing point guard, ball handler, passer that he is, it'll just take away Steph's responsibilities being a passer, having to run that offense, and he'll play in his real, true shooting guard role, which I think he's always been supposed to play in. But they haven't had an elite point guard like Chris Paul to take up his point guard roles. I think Steph Curry, he scores points, he gets open, he cuts, and that's what he's going to be able to do as a shooting guard next season with the Warriors. And Chris Paul will also thrive off of that, getting his assists. He's got when you have Steph Curry to pass to when you're one of the greatest passers of all time, how is that bad? It's a great fit for the Warriors. We've got Draymond, we've got a good young core with the team. I think he'll do great, and the Warriors will go far next season.
And what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are Chris Paul will not fit in with the Warriors situation. And my reasoning on that is I don't think Curry needs someone to really pass. He's just coming off screens. It's not that hard to do it. Look, it's hard to do what he does, but all you got to do is pass it to him. So I don't think it's that hard. And Chris Paul's aging, and he hasn't been producing the same as he has. He hasn't been the same person in the last year or two with the Suns. So I think that he won't fit in with the system. And I think that Curry and Clay should still be the shooting guard, point guard duo. And that is my take.
Real quick, before we end the show, just one last thing I would like to rebuttal that. I just think having Chris Paul, yes, Steph Curry's a great passer and he can play the point guard position, but when he's scoring, of course, he's the best shooter of all time, so that's what they want him to be doing. So taking off his responsibilities of that, it's just going to make him an even better scorer, and it's not like they need him as a point guard when they have Chris Paul. He's not been declining. Him and Devin Booker led the Suns to the finals just 2 years ago, and so yeah, I think they're going to fit in great. Thank you guys.
Thank you for watching PTI. I'm Julian Carranza.
I'm Eli Steyer.
And I'm Lucas Bash.
Thank you. Have a good evening.